What's good, family? So we gonna talk about Jurassic stocks today. This is the second episode because I saw y'all really like that. And so when we talk about Jurassic stocks, we're talking about stocks that have been around for 50 to 100 years. We want to ask ourselves this question: are they extinct, like going out of business, or are they alive and well, still pumping cash? So stick around to the end so you'll know what's my vote on it. Before we go into further, I want you to like and subscribe to this channel, man. Listen, we putting out a ton of great content for y'all, and the goal is to help you understand and navigate this market in a way that no one else can teach you. So thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you all for tapping in. Let's get to it now. So the stock today that we are talking about is CL. That's right, Colgate-Palmolive. That's right. You may know this company for a lot of things that it does. And what I want to do is I specifically want to just get to it. I want to break down Colgate-Palmolive. When we look about this company, ticker symbol CL. Ticker symbol CL. The company, together with its subsidiaries, manufactures and sells consumer products in the United States and internationally. It operates through two segments: oral, personal, and home care. The oral, personal, and home care segment offers toothpaste, toothbrush, mouthwash, bar and liquid hand soap, shell gels, shampoos, conditioners, deodorants, and antiperspirant. Skin health products, dishwashing detergents, fabric conditioners, household cleaners, and related items. This segment markets and sells the products of Colgate, Elmax, Hello, Meridoil, Times of Maine, Irish Spring, Palmolive, Protex, Soft Soap, Lady Speed Stick, PCA Skin, Ajax, Fabuloso. Come on, man. You ain't been in the hood if you ain't put some Fabuloso on a pot on the stove. Murphy Soup Line to range a traditional e-commerce retailers. It also includes pharmaceutical products for dentists and oral health professionals. Its pet nutrition segment offers pet nutrition products for everyday nutritional needs under the Hills Science Diet brand. I remember when I was young and my partner had pit bulls, they used to use Science Diet all the time. And in Hood, we call it Science Diet, but I didn't know it was Science Diet. And a range of therapeutic pet products. This segment marks and sells its products through puppy supply retailers. All right. So we know who Colgate-Palmolive is as a brand, as a whole. I want to talk to you about one of the things that it has done. Let's get into the performance of this brand, right? Let's get into the performance of it. Now, I want to just see this. Year to date, the stock is up 21%. In 1 year, the stock is up 24%. In 5 years, the stock is up 32%. That tells us something. Like, I like for brands to have that 100% rate of return. Now, the last stock we did, in 5 years, it was up 90%. That's what I look for. 5 years, you up 90, 100%, that tell me you growing, right? That tell me the brand, the stock, it still has meat and potatoes in the market, right? So if you're telling me you only up 30% in 5 years, I don't know how I feel about that. But let's dig a little deeper. Let's dig a little deeper into this company, into this brand. Let's see. Watch this. They do have a deployer. One critic said they do have they have been deploying a full arsenal of raising prices, employing revenue management initiatives, and have had effective operating strategies. Now, that's interesting to say. What I do like is that the company does have $1 billion in cash. We're not mad at the $1 billion in cash, but it does have $8.7 billion in debt. Now, I wrote something down. The company has, I looked it up, the company has decreased its debt in back-to-back years of $600 to $700 million per year. I'm not mad at a company that consistently pay down debt. Here's what we think. We think that the company may have an economic moat based on, and I wrote this down in my notes, based on the brands that it does hold. It brands does make up 30% of the worldwide market share. Now that is 3 times of its next competitor, which is Procter & Gamble. Now, that's something to think about, right? Meaning the likelihood of you buying their products based on their competitors is big. So we'll give them a check for that. I wrote that down. Right now, watch this. They've also carved out a real niche when it comes to the the science brand, right? Because they make up 20% of the company's revenue. I'm not mad at that. They also have the Buffalo Blues, which is pretty good. But the strength in this company is in its household brands. So I did look at something, financial strength of the company. Company does have a ROIC that is pretty good at 27%. We like that. The net margin, I like it to be at around 15. This one is about 13, which means 13% of the revenue is profit. I'm not mad at that because it is an older brand. I'm not mad at that at all. We have an ROIC of 27. I'm not mad at that at all. So one of the things I'm gonna come look at is the quick ratio. And that tells us like how much cash they have on deck. When it's compared to like, you take your current assets, current liabilities, we wanna see that they have, if anything happened in a 12-month time frame, we wanna know that they can take care of their business. So we're not too mad about that. I do like the operating margin is up 21.3%. We like that. That means the margins they're getting from operations. So here's something that we really got to look at, and here's something we really got to pay attention to. What I like is the free cash flow. Now, if we go back 5 years, they had 2.7 billion. Then they went up to 3.3 billion. Then they went down to 2.7 billion. Then they went down to 1.8 billion. Then they went up to 3 billion. I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot of inconsistency for me. It's a lot of inconsistency for me. But understanding that this is one of the things that did help me look at the company that I said, okay, this is not too bad, right? They did beat earnings. Now hear me out and hear me well, right? They did beat earnings the last 4 years quarters consecutive. They come up for earnings in July the 26th. So we saw they beat earnings in Q1 by 5 cents. They beat earnings in Q4 by 2 cents. They beat earnings in Q3 by 6 cents. And they beat earnings in Q2 of last year by 2 cents. So they have beat earnings consistently. Now, that is a sign of a company that has some type of financial strength. I'm not against that. But what I will say is, when we're looking at a company like this, right, and the company also, let me make sure I put this out there. We got to put this out there because of the type of company this is. The company does pay a 2.06% dividend yield, which equates to about 50 cents a quarter, which equates to about a $2 dividend. I'm not mad at that. The company does have a $79 billion market cap. I'm not mad at that. But is the company thriving in this economy, or is the company losing footing? Now, I'm going to say this. I don't think they are losing footing, but they definitely not thriving, right? I don't think no one will come knock them off, but I don't also think that sales will increase. There's so many brands out there. There's so many new brands coming. A lot of people are being more healthy. The toothpaste, people like, yo, don't use the toothpaste with fluoride in it. It's going to mess up your pineal gland. They be saying stuff like that, right? I'm going to have to give this one 100% a Jurassic stock that we can do without. I don't think we need Colgate-Palmolive in our portfolios. That is 100% a no from me. So, it's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Tell me how you feel about these Jurassic stocks. List some of them bit in the chat that you like, and we'll definitely go over those. It's a no for me for Colgate-Palmolive. It was a yes for Sherwin-Williams. It's a no for Colgate-Palmolive. Before we go, remember, that's not me in the chat asking you about Bitcoin or telling you about WhatsApp me and all that. So don't fall for that, man. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Make sure you like, subscribe, and check out my show each and every Tuesday called Trapping Tuesday. Salute.